Since we are on the topic, I'm curious, where do new souls come from?
And when we leave our body, this aura or energy body moves out. And at the core of this is the soul, which is the purest energy, which is who you and I are.
And the three different bodies that we have the physical body, we have the energetic body, and then we have the causal body, which is the soul, right? Is that the soul? Hello. So, we spoke about spirituality and we spoke about religion. We spoke about the difference between the two.
Yeah.
We spoke about mindfulness and meditation and transcending it. And we also spoke about energy, about how everything is energy and how everything is made of it. And we also spoke about the soul. We spoke about how the soul is indestructible.
Right.
But what is a soul? That's the question.
A soul is an integral, indivisible part of the one energy or consciousness. So look at it this way. I'll try to make it more simpler. Say there's a bowl of energy. This bowl of energy then chooses to create parts of itself.
A bowl
Of energy.
Okay, like a sphere. Okay, a sphere.
A sphere of energy.
Okay.
This is not the right analogy.
I'm
It's
sure.
only it's a pointer for the conscious mind to get some framework on understanding this. Right?
Okay.
This is not.
It's not the literal
It's not
representation.
that. Yeah.
It's just
but
a
imagine
visual.
there's a ball of light,
Okay.
right? A sphere of light.
Okay.
And imagine this sphere of light has small light particles in it,
Okay.
right? Which make up the light itself.
Correct.
And which has all the characteristics of light.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
While the entire bowl of light has its own nature and its own.
Wow.
Like, for example, your body.
Okay.
The cells within your body, each of them are doing a unique, particular action, or they have a certain role in your life. And the different systems, right, inside your body. There's respiratory system, there's digestive system, there's nervous system.
Okay.
And each of the systems are working beautifully every moment. And each of the systems have trillions of cells within it.
Yeah.
So each cell is playing its own role,
Yeah.
right? And is each cell a part of your body,
Yeah.
right?
But it's also.
However,
Yeah.
your body as a whole
Is
is a different entity in itself, which has got different angles and elements to it, right? Different aspects to it.
that this is like that saying, which is the sum of the whole is greater than the individual parts of it. Right?
Yeah, the whole is greater than the sum of the individual parts of it.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it that way. Neither did I mean it that way. So it's like this, that there is this whole which has got a certain personality of its own, right? And the parts of it, which is us, which is the integral part of it, have also got a unique personality of our own.
Interesting.
Because this one whole has chosen to live or experience or express through each of its parts.
Yes.
In a unique way.
Interesting.
So each soul is an integral part of this one energy, or each indivisible part. So since this energy is permanent, it's that same godlike state. That is our true state, which is the state of our soul.
Right.
But our avatar, which is our mind, body and heart and energy body combination, that is not experiencing the soul, or that is not experiencing the permanent part of itself. That is not experiencing this side of itself constantly.
Just to like repackage the whole thing, is it just like the cells in our body have their own function, have their own like meaning and value,
And they're doing different things.
They're doing different
Each
things.
cell is doing something beautiful of its own, right?
Something that it has to do.
Yeah, and it only can do.
Yeah, only it can do it.
Correct.
And together, it has made us.
The body.
The body.
Yeah, not you, the body.
Yeah, the body. The same way, all of us, all the souls, they have their own function. They have their own.
Yes.
And then together, they make up God, which is in itself. It's a whole different entity in itself, because what it represents as a whole is very different from what we as individuals can represent.
Correct. But I wanted to bear this in mind, that it's not only that we, the souls, we are the purest gestalt or purest form of this energy, or the highest frequency of this one energy. Like when you see animals, right? Or when you see plants, or when you see matter like stone, right? This is also the same energy.
Right.
But the consciousness or awareness in that energy, or the potential of awareness in that energy, is at a lower frequency, or is lower.
Okay.
So the consciousness varies. The souls of human beings, or who we really are, the permanent side of us, this is the highest consciousness or awareness.
Right.
So a human being, in other words, can become aware of who he or she is.
Truly
is
what
the
the soul
energetic,
is. Yeah.
the energetic part of your own self, or the fact that you're part of the one energy.
Yeah.
You can experience it truly, whereas other forms of this one energy may not be able to do it.
Interesting. That's a.
So, why am I sharing this dimension? Because we need to realize that the one energy is not just some of these souls or some of us.
Yeah.
Right? It's a beautiful entity. It's a beautiful energy in itself, and we are a part of it. We are an integral part of it, and once we become aware that we are a part of it, our avatar becomes aware that we are a part of it, or our true self.
Yeah.
Then we are this energy.
Interesting.
And there is no two. The illusion of separateness kind of drops off, and then you see this, then you experience this one energy always throughout.
Since we are on the topic, I'm curious, where do new souls come from? Or where do
Again,
all
the
souls,
same energy, the oneness.
the souls?
All of us are part of the same energy, the one energy.
So it's just fluctuations in that energy, that like vibrations.
No,
that
not the
come
fluctuations.
Out? No?
The energy is expanding always, constantly, and creating parts of itself.
Oh,
so all of us are parts of the same energy.
Interesting.
It's like this. Like your body has trillions of cells, right?
Yeah.
And each cell is an independent unit in itself. Like it works beautifully, it works seamlessly. Most of the times, the cell is not aware. If you just visualize yourself to be a cell and you're inside the body, you're not aware that you're part of this huge giant body. Yeah. And you're communicating with other cells and doing what you're supposed to do.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's how all of us are.
Yeah.
We're part of this cosmic realm, cosmic energy, consciousness, one energy, God, creator.
Yeah.
But we're not aware of it.
Interesting.
So, I forgot the point. What was the question?
The question was, where do souls come from? And
so
the
that's how. So
that
we're
makes
all
sense,
part of the creator. And
like millions of cells get created and millions
exactly.
of them
and
go back.
The cells are changing every day.
Yeah.
Right? Some cells die, but the souls never die. The true part of you, which is the permanent part of you, is this pure consciousness, which never dies. It is indestructible.
Wow.
It has been there since time immemorial, and will continue to be there since till eternity. This never dies, because you're an integral part of the one energy, which has been there since time immemorial.
Wonderful. We just touched upon avatar and how the energetic body is part of you, but it's not completely recognizing or functioning through the lens of the soul, which is the true sense. Can we talk about that for a second? The three different bodies that we have. We have the physical body, we have the energetic body,
Right.
and then we have the causal body, which is
Right.
the soul, right? Is that the soul?
No.
No, it's something
It's-
deeper
Yeah.
than that. Wow. Okay.
Soul is a very expansive. Soul is like, you cannot define it.
Right.
It is the one energy, right?
Right.
Which cannot be defined, which is
Yeah.
limitless,
Yeah.
which cannot be sensed with your five senses,
Yeah.
which is very expansive. You are that energy. Whereas your avatar is a combination of your mind,
Yeah.
which is your thoughts basically,
Yeah.
your emotions,
Yeah.
your physical body, and the aura or the energy body that engulfs the physical body,
Okay.
and your astral body, which is your dream body.
Oh, I see. I thought the astral body and the energetic body are the same things.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so yeah, it's like subconscious and unconscious mind, right?
Okay. I
Right.
see.
For the sake of simplicity, we can club it into one,
Okay.
but
I see. There's like degrees
yeah,
of
yeah.
of it.
But it's okay. You don't need to go in so much of complication. For the sake of this discussion, let's keep it as one body,
Okay.
energy body, right?
Sure.
So yeah,
Okay. So the energy body is separate from the physical body,
yeah,
and the energy body and the aura are the same things.
yeah.
Okay. So
Or the etheric body,
the etheric body is
energy body, or aura. All three are same.
okay. Got it. Wonderful. So the physical body, how is it able to hold these energies and also the soul within it, or is it the other way around?
Other way around. It's the other way around.
Interesting.
So imagine there's a bowl of light. That's the aura, and your physical body is inside that.
I see.
And this bowl of light permeates the physical body.
Okay.
It's not as if
Yeah.
it's around the physical body. No, it's
Right.
inside the physical body as well.
I see. I
So
see.
it holds the physical body.
This is Carl Sagan's like the famous line. I think it's
Right.
Carl Sagan, who said, "We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and not a
Right.
human being having a spiritual experience."
Very
It's a
wonderful
beautiful
said.
line.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's very wonderfully said. And when we leave our body, our physical body, that is, in other words, when we die, this aura or energy body, which engulfs our physical body, moves out. And at the core of this is the soul, which is the purest energy, which is who you and I are, actually in the energetic, the pure energy that you and I are, which is formless, by the way. This, along with the aura, leaves the physical body, and it carries all the emotions. It carries all the thought processes, belief systems, lenses, judgments, perspectives that you've had until that point of time into the afterlife, into the other realm. And then you kind of take a break, you heal. Like you take a break when you go to sleep at night.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? And then you, after healing, you get up fresh in the morning. In the same way, you take another birth,
Yeah.
another avatar. The interesting part is that, and the proof of this, if you look at it, is that take any family in the world, even your siblings, even your children or your parents, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children born in the same family, same culture, same socioeconomic background, same parents, same circumstances. Right from birth, they display different personalities.
Yeah.
Right from birth, they display different strengths to themselves,
Wow.
different skills,
Wow.
different abilities. How is it? Because they're carrying it from their past lives.
Wow.
They display different emotional sides to themselves. A child may be cranky, another child may be so wise and relaxed and sorted, right? So how is it that in the same family, same circumstances, same socioeconomic background, that 2 children have 2 different diverse personalities? And this is, by the way, you can take any example, right? In your family or in your friends or everywhere, you would see this and notice this, which only goes to show that we carry our past emotions, our past skills, our past knowledge, samskaras,
Samskaras, yeah.
and we also carry our past emotions in our energy body. These are all part of the, and some of them are not beneficial.
Yeah.
And the whole journey, inner journey, is to clear and release the non-beneficial ones,
That's true.
so that you experience a clean state, clear state, which is when you experience your true godlike nature.
And is that what enlightenment is? Is having that experience of that true nature?
Yeah. Or enlightenment has different stages to it.
Yes.
The first stage is to become aware of this reality.
Correct.
That at the core level.
Yeah.
Not at here, but become aware at the deeper level.
Aware that all of this is actually real.
Or aware of the fact that you are different from your avatar.
Okay.
Right? You are the soul, and start associating yourself with that.
Interesting.
Or whatever we're discussing right now, becoming aware of this.
Yeah.
Your inner reality and how the world is.
Yeah.
This is enlightenment. The first step of it.
Okay. So I think generally what in my circles whatever Rishikesh circles, I guess it's called spiritual awakening. Is when you're awakened to this side of life.
Correct.
And then
that's kind of step one of enlightenment.
The step one. I guess you can see it as a spectrum.
Yeah,
you start from.
Yes.
Interesting.
And you move ahead on your journey, and when you reach a stage when your inner space is crystal clear, there isn't a non-contributive illusion or thought or judgment or perspective or emotion or energy in your inner space, inside your aura, energy body. That's when you experience the pure, that bulb shining through, right? You experience the avatar experiences. The complete beauty of itself, which is the complete beauty of the soul or the God or creator, right? Which is unconditional love and light, like ever expansive, joyful, blissful, peaceful energy. You experience that. And that space, that stage is called moksha, wherein all your karma is closed. And thereby, after that, you get a right to choose whether you want to come back to this planet Earth or not, or take a rebirth or not. And even it doesn't end at that. That's also a phase in your in your enlightenment journey. Then you start operating at different dimensions after that.
What? Wow. Okay. This we will talk about in the next episode. That's a whole different thing. I do want to ask one last question, which I think is very important, which is, what is the use of all this knowledge? We are definitely sharing all of this, and definitely when people listen to it, it's definitely knowledgeable about the self, about
I got it. I'll share something very interesting. I stumbled upon this journey, or I started this journey because I could not find answers in the logical realm. And my journey in this lifetime started very early, when I was around 15, 16 or 17, mostly around 17 years of age. And I had a difficult, very painful childhood from a certain part of my childhood, not the entire childhood, but I think from 10 to 12 years, from 10 or 12 years to about 17, 18 or even thereafter. I had a difficult patch then in my life because I was going through a lot of problems at personal front. The pain that I went through was so huge that it propelled me to come out of it, because it was too difficult to handle, right? Then I had no other way but to find a solution and move out of it. And I couldn't find the solution in the logical realm, which is when the journey started into the so-called spiritual realm, or into this entire way of life. So for most people I know, this is how the journey starts.
A crisis.
Right. A crisis.
Starts with a crisis, starts with a lot of pain. But does it have to be that way? It doesn't have to be. No. You can always choose
out of wisdom and awareness. But there are a few people like that who have done a lot of sadhana and a lot of work on their inner space in their past lives. For them, it's like, it's like a switch on a button, and it's like switching on the switch, You switch it on, the light is on. It's like that for them. In this lifetime, they just like this move into that space. But there are very few of those around. So, but for most people, it's a journey. It's a journey of a lot of challenges, internal struggles, and being able to look at your own self from a very different perspective. Being able to look at that parts of yourself which you
have suppressed,
which you don't want to look at, because you have a judgment that they are bad and you don't want to look at, and which you judge them as really, really kind of bad parts of you. And this journey is all about looking at those and letting go of the judgment that it is bad.
Wonderful.
And the moment you do that, that particular trait itself dissolves. So this is all about it. I think wonderful having you
With
and
that,
having this conversation.
yes, thank you so much. And we will. And thank you for listening to us and having
thank you for
the experience of, just for yourself also. Be grateful that you're interested in the realm, in the realm of the universe, in the knowledge of the self. It doesn't come easily for many people.
Right.
And for who it does, it's a boon in itself. So thank you. And we will meet again.
Thank you for being part of this journey.
Yeah.
Thank you for, as Anirudh said so beautifully, beginning to walk this journey, because when you walk on this journey, not only does your life become more ease, joyful, harmonious, synchronicity flowing through you or divinity flowing through you and magic happening through you or in your life, but it impacts each and every life around you. So best wishes and God bless.
Hello people, hope you enjoyed the episode. There's more where that came from. We've done a whole series, 20 plus episodes talking about various topics. There's a lot of escapism going on in today's life, and I just want to tell people that there is a way out of this. The best way is to clear your inner space. The best way to figure out what you want to do in life is to clear your inner space. If you really enjoyed what we're talking about, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me and us. And if you want to check out the app, here's a QR code on the screen, and you can also check out the links in the description. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.
The way I look at it is, this entire thing is that I look at it as a channeling session. As much as I'm a participant in this process, I'm also a witness. I'm not aware of any of the questions that he has written.
That's true.
This is purely extempore.
How do you tap into this channel? There's a whole responsibility part of your life that you have to pay attention to.
Correct.
How do you balance that?
We're from a very low middle class background in India. My family income was around 10,000 rupees. But I didn't stop the spiritual side of it. As a species, all of us saw and felt from a very close quarters the fragility of life.
Oh my god, whoa, what is that? Oh my god, I just stumbled upon gold mine.